Hi, it's Nikki. This face yoga fascia stretching routine is designed to work on the eyes with a little bit of emphasis on the rest of the face. So before you get started, check with your healthcare practitioner first to make sure this exercise is right for you. We'll start with a little manual lymphatic drainage using the pads of our hands right above the clavicle. We're going to just lightly massage 5 times. Then we're going to use the pads of the hands, go down the side of the neck. You can do this as many as 30 times. Then we're going to use V fingers in front of and behind the ear. And then L fingers, windshield wiping across the face. We're using pressure that you might use, say, if you were pushing a quarter across your face. Finally, end with pads down the back of our neck. Let's start with releasing tension in the back of the neck. We're going to use our pads of hands just along the belt line there. We're going to bring the elbow back, shoulder up, and then turn the head 45 degrees and bring the back of the head back towards the top of the shoulder. You're going to hold that for about 20 seconds. This helps to compress the tissue. We want to compress the tissue so that when we release it, we can stretch this area even better. So then we can bring our head down and then use our fingers to stretch out the trapezius. I have just a little bit of oil on there that can help with minimal slip. When you find an area that's tight, just stay on it and allow your hand to break that up. And then we'll grab little sections of it like a sausage and stretch that out. Then we'll go to the other side, take the opposite hand, place it just above the belt buckle area, and then bring the elbow back, shoulder up, turn the head 45 degrees, back of the head is kissing the shoulder. We're holding here again for another 20 seconds to compress the tissue. So the reason why we're working the back of the neck is because the muscles of the eyes, the nerves of the eyes are affected by tightness in the back of the cranium here, back of the occiput muscle. All right, so now we're going to turn around again and massage that tightened trapezius muscle. This muscle gets tight from forward head posture, from just poor posture in general. We're going to bring it apart, little pinches of the skin. The one side's going down while the other is going up to the bottom of the head. Then we're going to take our hands and work the tissue up from the back of the head up. And then we're going to turn and scrape that tissue. And then the same on the other side. Now we'll work the front of the neck. We're going to take our elbows up, bring our chin down to compress this tissue just like we did in the back of the head so that we can massage through this area with good circulation and warmed up tissue. You can do this up to 30 seconds. And then I'm going to bring it down and we're going to hold at the base of the neck and we're going to massage up where the scalenes are, the front, the middle, and the rear, anterior. We'll come back forward. And we'll do the same on this side. Hold at the base of the neck. We're going to use the pads of our hands and move up the side of the neck. On the 5th one, we'll just hold and stretch out that jawline. Then we'll come over to this side, the same thing. Now we're going to work the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is this diagonal muscle here. We're going to pinch on either side, work our way down, and then we're going to hold at the top, turn towards it 4 times, and then up and down 4 times. Then we're going to continue to hold at the top. We're going to use V fingers and go in front of and behind the ear. The sternocleidomastoid muscle attaches just behind the ear here, and fascia from that can be effective up and through here. Then we'll switch over to this side and work this sternocleidomastoid muscle. Hold at the top, back and forth, up and down. Then we'll hold fingers in front of and behind the ear. We'll work the masseter muscle. We're going to take our fingers and massage up and out. The fingers are right next to the ear and just below the cheekbone. We're going to go up and out 10 times. Drop your jaw. Then we're going to go down just a little. And then down just above the jawline. And release. Then we'll work side of the eye. We're going to hold the top of the cheekbone and bring our fingers up and over the ear. Hold at the side of the eye bone. Back. Hold at the top of the eyebrow. Up. And then we'll work this side. Hold at the top of the cheekbone. Side of the eyes, and the eye bone there. Hold at the top of the eyebrow. So the fingers are melting into the tissue, and that back and forth motion is allowing the skin to, or the muscles to let those fingers move through. Now we'll work around the eyes. We're going to lift the tissue, use our index finger, and circles up and out here right on the bulk of the eye bone there. Move over. Now, when you get to the inner part here, you might find more tightness and more tissue, so you can move just a little bit over and work each part there. Then we're going to use our index fingers to bring the tissue together and separate. We're right on the inside of the eye bone, not on the soft tissue here. Bringing the tissue together and separating. And then we're going to do the same under the eye. Bring the tissue together, separate. And we're working to smooth tightness in the fascia. Take your hand and lightly work through that eye. Then we'll work on this side. I'm going to circle up and out. Ten times. Like I said before, we're working this inner tissue here. It might have a little more tension in it, so you can pay a little bit more attention in this area, do a few more spots that are closer together. Then we're going to bring our fingers together and separate. working right on the bottom of that eye bone, or the inside of it. We're gonna come down here and do the same, not in the soft tissue, but right on the eye bone. And then wipe. Then we're going to take the palms of our hands, place them on our eyebrow, hug our forehead, lift the palms out and up, and then we're going to open our eyes wide and look up with them and hold for 20 seconds. Close your eyes, remove your hands, and then open. Now we're going to work under the eye. Place 2 fingers next to the nose. Wrap your teeth with your lip and squint 10 times. Close your eyes and release your fingers, and then open your eyes. Then we're going to take our index finger and place it at the edge of the brow, and then our middle finger on the top of our cheekbone. Open the eyes wide. You can use your thumb to rest on the back of the head. Then we're going to squint 5 times. And then on this last one, we're going to close our eyes, release the hands, feel the release of that tension. We will end with some quick manual lymphatic drainage. Take your pads of your hands, go down the back of your neck 5 times. Then we'll take those L fingers, windshield wipe across the face and underneath the jawline. Pressure here is about that of pushing a quarter across the skin. Then V fingers in front of and behind the ear. Pads of hands down the side of the neck. Pads of fingers just above the clavicle and below the ear. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family.